Well, good morning, Heathwood Hall. I am Jimmy LaRose, and I am a fundraiser. I have spent 30 years raising money for ministries and nonprofits and charities around the world. And one of the calls that is on my life is to convince certain people in this room, you, to consider going into ministry or to going into charity, going into the nonprofit sector, and considering taking your life and spending it in service to others. In light of that call, in light of that desire, it has turned out there has emerged a leader amongst you, one of your peers, who has accomplished that. And I think she was able to accomplish that because of an amazing school that's overseen by people who love the Lord and are committed to raising up youth, in combination with parents that love their daughter and press their daughter, press her beyond her bounds, and then the quality of the Heathwood Hall student in the person of Jasmine Jones. Jasmine was called to go overseas, and as she went overseas, she found some needs and decided that she wanted to meet them. Make a promise and find a need and meet it, make a promise and keep it. Find a need and meet it, make a promise and keep it. And Jasmine did both. How did she do this? Well, she went over to Africa, and she noticed that there was middle schoolers sitting around a tree with a chalkboard, and that was the beginning and the end of the physical plant, or the facility, the classroom that they had, in order to receive the learning they needed. And Jasmine said, there's just something wrong here. I go to Heathwood Hall. These kids should not be sitting around a tree on the ground in order to receive their education. So with that, Jasmine ends up in this little situation. Her mom is a minister and created an organization called Esther Women of Influence. And Jasmine wanted to attend one of these Esther Women of Influence. And mom pushed back and said, you're not ready yet. You're not old enough for Esther Women of Influence. So Jasmine, being the entrepreneur that she is, said, well, I'm going to start my own ministry, and she called it Daughters of Ruth. And in no small part because of Gladys Grimaud, who is with us here today. Gladys encouraged, Redfern encouraged, Luella encouraged, and then with Daughters of Ruth decided, the executive director being Jasmine Jones, that she was going to raise money for these young people that she saw over in Africa. Now, she didn't know that she was raising money. Matter of fact, you may speak to her privately, and she may say, I did not raise any money, and she would be wrong. Because can I tell you how she did it? She didn't go up to people and ask to sell candy bars. She didn't sell bake sale items. She didn't go up to people and say, give me money. But she, with passion, communicated the need. She said, I go to Heathwood, and all of these young people are sitting around a tree with a chalkboard. And it's going to cost $7,000 or $10,000 or $15,000 to build them an entire school. So she didn't go out and say, give me money, and she didn't go out and sell candy bars, but she did communicate a great dream backed by a sound plan. And with the credibility of that and communicating that need, I just want you to know this, that money chases after ideas. And as she shared this, money came and flew after Jasmine and into her bank account so that she could accomplish things in Africa. Here's just a small picture of her giving 1 million Ugandan shillings. Now, I'll let you figure out after class how much 1 million Ugandan shillings translates into US dollars. She's doing it for more than one Christian school that she has established. Here, you'll see in the back, the first wing that's been completed of the school behind me. And then, we're only about $5,000 away from putting the roof on the second wing of the school. With that being said, people with her generosity have been celebrating her. I know you're going to find this hard to believe, but there's moms and dads in this village, in this community. There's been 4 different babies that have been named after Jasmine. It's a little bit ridiculous, isn't it? It's just amazing that the need was so great, and it was so easy for this Heathwood Hall student to meet that need. The children are being named after it. Take a peek. Get me out of here. So today, I am privileged to not only have gifted the National Development Institute, remember I'm a fundraiser, we have named an award the Kristi and LaRose Development Award. That's another word for fundraising. Matter of fact, you have a development office right behind this building. The Kristi and LaRose Development Award, this is Kristi right here. Part of this award that is going to Jasmine included a week at Disney World, and will also include a $500 scholarship to the college of her choice. So if you would join me, just hold on one second. I'm going to ask, first of all, Dr. Edwards, if you join me. Kristi and Gladys, if you join me. Jasmine, by the way, are you here? Jasmine? Hello, dear. Could you come up here, please? Come on, Jazz. Give her a big hand. Come on up here. Run! Run! Wow. Thank you, Zoe. Jasmine, if you could stand right here in between Dr. Edwards and Kristi and Gladys. Kristi, I'm going to take this off. I think you're safe for a minute. And oh, here's Representative Howard. Guys, can I get you to stand right up here in the light, all the way forward, don't pull off the stage. Representative Howard, right up here. We're almost done. And Jasmine, I'll get you in here in the middle. Stay there. Can you step forward, Jasmine, into the light? Kristi, Gladys. And this is the Kristi M. LaRose Development Award presented to Jasmine Jones, Heathwood Hall, right here in Columbia, South Carolina. Give Jasmine a hand, please. Representative Howard, would you give us just some closing remarks, and then we'll just some closing remarks briefly. God bless you, pals. We're so glad you're here. Good friend of the Redfern family.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the invitation to be here to celebrate Jasmine's accomplishments. On the motion, well, first of all, the South Carolina House of Representatives paused in its deliberation to honor Jasmine today on all the great accomplishments that she has contributed not only to our state but to our country. We don't agree on very much at the House of Representatives, but the House of Representatives agreed unanimously that Jasmine deserved this award for all the great accomplishments that she's accomplished throughout this state and this country. I won't be redundant in repeating them, but I want to say to Jasmine, my friend, my neighbor, I've known Jasmine all of her life. Her parents are neighbors and great friends, and she has great role models. And thank you all for the support that you've given my friend Jasmine. And the House of Representatives present this certificate in recognition for the great work that Jasmine has done. Thank you so much.